Attention listeners! On October 29th at 5 p.m. Pacific, join WizBiz with Alexx and Erik for a thrilling Halloween live stream on Twitch. We will be discussing Fiona and Cake and divining using a Ouija board and pendulum. It will be spooky fun! Don't miss out on the Halloween live stream extravaganza. Subscribe to our Twitch channel to stay updated and be part of the spine-tingling action. Visit twitch.tv/WizBizPodcast and hit that subscribe button. Be prepared for a Halloween experience like no other. We will see you there.
Time to get real! I want to see some crazy whiz-biz!
What's the magic made out of, ding dong?
I want to see some of that whiz-biz.
This castle is in unacceptable condition! Unacceptable! Mathematical!
Maybe you teleport back.
Bacon pancake!
Hey guys, guess what time it is?
Is it WizBiz time?
What
Is it adventure?
Wait, what? The big hand is the one with the hours.
The big hand has the minutes. The little hand has the hours.
What about that fast guy?
The fast guy has an STI.
Perfect. It's time for WizBiz with Alexx and Erik. I am Alex, and that is
Erik!
works out. By checking the title, this is all going well.
Yes.
Tonight we are discussing finally our entry into the greater mythos of the WizBizaverse, the Adventure Timeville, episodes 24 and 25 of Season 2, Mortal Folly and Mortal Recoil.
Finally, we're getting into Finn and Jake's fate of the world, and eventually fate of the entire friggin' universe kind of adventures with the Lich.
Indeed.
And I love the turnaround in these episodes because the Lich is so fucking terrifying. Like he's just like, you know, up until these episodes, you could totally get away with thinking of Adventure Time as a children's cartoon, and then you get to this one, and it's like, here's the Lich, and he is
Yeah, you can stare the void into your soul.
yeah.
Speaking of staring the void into your soul,
Uh-huh.
how was your weird Burning Man thing? I made it a point of not asking you about it till there was a mic in front of us.
It was an experience. There were a lot of things that I enjoyed, and there were a lot of things that were challenging. It was a lot more.
What a diplomatic way of wording it.
Well, no,
No, it's fine.
true. It's true.
I didn't mean that sarcastically. That was like very nice, like,
The two things that were really, really challenging. First, the noise level. It was very loud until like 4 o'clock in the morning every night, and I was there for like 5 nights. So sleep was hard to come by. Like I think at some point my body just sort of shut off, and it was sort of like, you're sleeping now. No big deal. Who cares about the noise? I mean, I used earplugs and stuff, and that really helped, but it was very loud. And then the other thing is there was a lot more physical labor than I had expected. I was at Soak, which is the Burning Man regional event. So it was like 2,000 people out in the woods, kind of to the east of Mount Hood. And there are all these like theme camps set up everywhere, and a lot of the theme camps have like 20 people working on them, and they have got a lot of folks working to do setup and tear down and all that kind of stuff. Our theme camp had 7 people, and one of them wasn't able to help at all, and so we had a lot of work to do with not a lot of people to do it, and that was kind of exhausting. But overall, I think on the balance, it was a good time. There was so much incredible artwork, lots of interesting people to talk to, lots of cool stuff to do. One of the principles of the Burning Man community is like this idea of gifting. So every camp has like stuff that they're just giving away. So you can just walk down the street and people are constantly like giving you food and drink and stuff. And,
that's cool.
Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff about it I really liked. It really kind of felt like it was like rave culture that was aging rave culture. I saw a few of those big furry leg warmers.
Oh, hell yeah.
I always really like those things.
Yeah.
Lots of people with LED costumes and lots of LED art, but also lots of just awesome art installations and awesome things going on. So it was a good time.
Yeah, it sounds fun.
I won't say that it was necessarily world changing. I know that for a lot of people, these sorts of events are kind of almost spiritual.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people say like it's the highlight of their year. They wait the whole year.
Yeah. I'm not sure that I really got that out of it. I think, and my theory is that if I'm talking about this too much, then you should make me change the topic. But
No.
my theory is that what I'd heard about these sorts of events before ever going to one is like people get really excited about finally getting to like get out into the wilderness or get out away from society and express who they truly are, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm like, that's admirable, but I feel like I already do that. I don't really have.
This is very much my line of thinking too. Anytime
Yeah.
someone wants like, no, release yourself, go into what you can finally be you. I'm like, I'm
I
pretty.
kinda-
No, this.
I do me.
Yeah,
that's
I'm
kind of
not
what I
really
do.
holding much back. Like, this
Yeah,
is,
I don't really like, I think what happens is a lot of people end up suppressing whole parts of their lives so that they can fit in ways where they can like get jobs in corporate America or get loans or, I don't know, look good to the neighbors or something like
Yeah.
that. But I've never really been into that,
No.
which has definitely gotten me into a lot of trouble. But it did mean that, like I didn't wear any costumes at Soak. I just went as myself, I guess.
Can you have like a really like low rent wizard hat at some point?
Well, yeah, that was part of a Halloween costume, but I wasn't going to take it to Soak. It was like 80 degrees there. I'm not wearing some
Oh, I thought that was from Soak.
dumbass vinyl. Oh, no, that wasn't from Soak. Oh, you saw that photo that I sent you. That was from another camping trip, and somebody used an AI image generator to add that wizard hat to me.
Oh, is that true? Oh,
Yeah,
I just assumed there's like some chintzy wizard hat that one of your friends had laying around.
But that was a different camping trip.
Hey,
also.
let's live on the show. So some people often ask me about how do I know the words I know, et cetera, et cetera. Because I'm curious about words.
Okay.
I just said chintzy.
Chintzy. I believe chintzy comes from Yiddish.
Yeah, see, I'm just wondering if chintzy... Oh, if it comes from Yiddish, it's probably fine. Oh, okay, good. It's decorated with chintz, which is like a kind of fabric.
Oh.
Glazed finish.
So it's not from Yiddish.
English? No, it's from Old English.
Ah. So it refers to a sort of gaudy cheap
Yeah,
fabric.
it's printed multicolor cotton fabric with a glazed finish, used especially for curtains and upholstery. So there's an English, British English word that I'm trying to not use, pont, etc. Trying not to use it because it turns out that's like a super homophobic. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it's kind of like I didn't know that. I thought they were just referring to like kind of upper class.
Oh.
But I keep using that word and I try to stop myself.
Uh-huh.
So my awareness cycle of any words that I'm like, I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah,
these
you allowed
things-
to say
I'm
that
gonna,
one?
I'm going to go ahead and just look that up. It turns out chintzy, perfectly good. Till I find out next week that's like that's like Romani think that's their N word or something.
So, okay, hold on. How do you feel? How are your meditation chops?
Meditation shops?
Yeah, are you good at meditating?
I'm an okay meditationist.
So, have you ever, I don't know, meditated and seen a future version of yourself with like a giant robot arm or anything like that?
Not a giant robot arm, like,
But, like, just a normal size
Yeah, like a
robot arm?
size appropriate robot arm. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I had chicken legs that were made out of metal as well.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
They called me the Bolin Yaga. I was the nightmare of Baltic children.
Did you have a house with the legs of the Jersey Devil?
I mean, who doesn't? I have under this house that we're in right now. There's Jersey Devil legs. I mean, really, what aren't Jersey Devil legs when you think
I
about it?
don't know.
So,
I
yeah.
assume they're chicken legs.
No, they're like satyr legs.
Oh, big hairy goat man.
Yeah, kind of
legs.
goat with the
Okay.
backwards knee or whatever you call that.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not an expert in the Jersey Devil. I've never even been to Jersey.
You're not missing much. There's some nice parts, but there's like nice parts in all the states that surround Jersey, and then you don't have to go through the shitty parts if you go there.
What about like the part that Bruce Springsteen is from, like Ashbury Park or whatever?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
It's it's just a shore community. It's I don't know. It's full of people from New Jersey that would go to the shore, and they're gross. They're gross. They're gross dirtbag people. They're
The
terrible
reason I was
humans.
asking you these questions is because it leads into the episode.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to get back to it. And then you
Okay,
started asking
well, it's
questions
not
about Jersey.
working.
So we start the episode with Princess Bubblegum trying to teach or leading Finn and Jake in meditation.
Mm-hmm.
And in her deepest meditation, she sees the Lich.
Right, but when Finn does his meditation, he sees himself with a cyborg arm.
Yeah.
And it's the arm, he does end up, it's not the same arm, but he does end up much later on getting a cyborg arm, getting a robot arm.
Also much earlier on, because in his previous life, he also lost
Right,
his
in his
arm.
previous life. Yeah, he's sort of fated to never get to keep that arm, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Lich. And Princess Bubblegum sees an image of the Lich, and she's terrified, and she takes them to the secret room where the Lich is trapped in amber.
Yes.
But, did you know that I've figured out where the snail shows up in this?
Oh, I didn't notice it. Is it in this one? So that's before we get on to what happens next.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try to get like a rough timeline of what happened. So 1,000 years ago was the Mushroom War.
And I think the Lich caused the Mushroom War somehow.
So how does PB have any interaction with the Lich?
So the Lich returns, and fairly recently, because Billy fights the Lich.
But where did he go?
I don't know if they answered that. I don't know if he got put in suspended animation or if he got...
Because it seems like he won by starting the Mushroom War. He should be triumphant. And somehow he
Except-
just goes away for almost 1,000 years.
Yeah, I'm not sure that they ever really answered that question.
Okay.
But we do know that the Lich does return at some point in Billy's lifetime. So,
Yeah.
I don't know, like 50 years ago maybe. And Billy defeats him, and with Princess Bubblegum's help, they trap the Lich in amber.
Yeah, I guess I want to know what happens in that interim period, because it seems like, the manifestation of pure evil being loose on Ooh, he didn't really get much done between the Mushroom War and Billy.
He didn't. This must be addressed somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. I think this is like one of those like kind of how did Hudson Abadir meet Marceline's mom thing, where it's just
We're never going to know.
we just assume
It's just off. It's off screen.
Yeah, I was watching a later season episode where the episode starts with Marceline's mom with little Marcy on her lap going, and that's how I met your father.
Yeah.
But there's no, yeah. So the snail, who's been in every episode so far, apparently, and every episode after this,
As a joke, though.
breaks.
Like the snail is just a little joke.
Yeah.
Like
Not
it's
anymore.
Like it's like an Easter egg.
Now it's a
like
world
the,
changer.
Like the intelligence parasites.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The snail breaks the Lich out, which, that amber was not doing so well. Like, probably
Maybe
reinforced that shit.
Yeah, maybe the snail's just super tough, or maybe the Lich was able to extend his magical power through the snails. But yeah, so the snail gets possessed by the Lich and cracks open the amber, and the Lich like oozes out. The Lich is so creepy. Like the Lich just has so many weird ass magical powers, and his character design is amazing.
It really is great.
Like everything about him is.
And his powers are like, he stares into your soul and just goes, suffer.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
Stop.
He
You're like,
just
"Ugh."
has like this
Yeah.
indomitable will that just like overpowers you. And he's voiced by Ron Perlman.
Oh, that's who it is. I knew the voice sounded familiar and I forgot to look it up.
But I mean, but Ron Perlman just makes that voice. Like that voice sounds, it's the most adult voice on the show.
Yeah.
And it is the most serious. And it is the kind of voice where you hear it and you're like, oh shit, this is dire.
Yeah.
Because of course, Ron Perlman, he's got that voice.
Yeah.
I really want to watch Hellboy again now.
Ron Perlman. I just realized. I am thinking of Ron Perlman. Okay. I was getting Ron Perlman and Clancy Brown confused in my head.
Well, yeah, Clancy Brown does some stuff.
He does a lot of voice
Yeah.
stuff. They
Yeah.
don't look like each other, but like I feel like they're in the same level of stuff.
Yeah,
like
we
they're
had,
just.
Clancy Brown did a voice already in one of the.
I think so, yeah. He gets out and PB gives Finn the Gauntlet of the Hero.
Yeah, so here's the thing that I thought was really interesting about that sequence. So not only the Gauntlet of the Hero, well, the Gauntlet of the Hero is pretty cool, but like it kind of looks like Princess Bubblegum has feelings for Finn in this episode.
Well, we've talked about this before, that she is...
1,000 years old.
No, I was just going to say she's a bit of a tease, but like
Mm-hmm.
I feel uncomfortable using that term because Finn's Finn's like 13 or
13,
whatever,
yeah.
and she's ageless. There's some inappropriate stuff there because here's the thing with PB: she's supposed to be smart,
Yeah,
and like she's aware that Finn has a crush on her.
yeah.
And her continuing on is fucking weird. I don't like it until what happens in the next episode. Then I'm fine with it.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
she's no longer 1,000 years old.
Well, whatever. Yeah, I mean, I guess. But, so the Gauntlet of the Hero is amazing, and it has more fingers than Finn does.
Yeah, I think Billy has an extra finger.
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
polydactyl.
And it's just such a cool magic item. Like the
Yeah.
eye that opens up and it shoots lasers.
I mean,
and...
for me, I think the pink sweater is the cooler magical item, but I'm a fan of love, and you're a fan of destruction.
You know, it's not really love. It's liking someone a whole lot.
What is love but not liking someone so much, persevering?
Well, I mean, I guess at some point you just call it the like sweater.
Yeah, because he likes her.
He
For
does
13,
like
that's-
her.
I mean, that's like professing the deepest
The
parts
deepest
of your
likes.
heart.
Yeah, when you're 13, yeah, when you like somebody, that's really important.
See, I remember, like, I've had 7 feelings in my life, and I think one of which when I was 13. So, like, I really feel...
Was it liking somebody a whole lot?
No, I was really mad at this raccoon in my backyard.
Oh, okay.
But,
Well,
like, one emotion's the same as the other chemically. You know,
oh, sure. I mean, it's not gas.
You know what I think it actually was? So I've had 6
Turns
emotions
out there
in my
was no
life.
raccoon.
Yeah. 5 of which is crying, and one was laughing at a old person falling down a flight of stairs.
So this episode, one of the things that I think is really clever in the storytelling in this episode is that both of the major antagonists of the show up, right? So like Ice King shows up. He's still on his kidnapping princesses kick, which normally Finn and Jake take very seriously, but he's such a minor problem compared to the Lich, whose goal is the eradication of all life everywhere, that they're just sort of like, God damn it, we don't have time for this right now. And
Yeah.
they just ignore him and try to rush past him.
Well, here's but here's the frustrating thing. Again, you can't expect this out of a 13-year-old. But just fucking say you give them permission and then deal with it later. The world's about to end, Finn.
But
just say
Finn won't lie.
you don't have to lie.
That is a lie.
No, you're saying like. Here's the thing. You say, I give you permission to marry Princess Bubblegum. That doesn't mean Princess Bubblegum agrees. So at that point, when Princess Bubblegum gets kidnapped, now is back on Finn, the hero, to save her.
Okay, no,
his permission
so
means
Finn would
nothing.
never think that on his own.
But
He's kind of a dumbass.
I know, but Jake's there, and he should know. PB
Yeah.
should know and start screaming at him.
Yeah.
I don't give consent, Finn, and that means anything you promised him doesn't mean anything because vis-a-vis, it's like
Yeah.
asking your father's permission. It doesn't matter.
Right,
You
right.
you don't actually need it. So Finn's a fucking idiot. You should have said, Ice King. Here,
Yeah.
you can have her. Go, fly away. I'll meet you at your ice castle.
So anyhow, this amazing multi-legged chase scene ensues with Finn and Jake chasing after the Lich, the Ice King chasing after Finn and Jake. Finn and Jake trying to ignore the Ice King as much as possible. The Ice King is so fast though. Like he races after Finn and Jake. At some point goes back, kidnaps Princess Bubblegum, and then catches up with them.
Well, that's
again.
the power of flight, baby.
I know. It's a great superpower. I wish I had it.
Start working on it.
I'm working
Talk
on
about
it.
meditation, do some of that yogic meditation. Start hovering.
Okay, I'm going to. That's by next episode. I will.
And then work on yoga fire and yoga flame.
I mean, if I really meditate, the superpower that I want, I just want to be able to summon a ancient psychic tandem war elephant.
Yeah.
You know that's what you want.
So, okay, wait, do I have it on me? We're going to pause this conversation for a second.
Okay, I'm ready to pause this conversation.
There's not really pause. So, because
So I should keep talking?
we were talking about, I was saying how I found ancient tandem psychic war elephant, like it's in the wrong order.
Uh-huh.
That's why I struggle with it.
Okay.
So Merriam-Webster tweeted out the other day that in English, the order of adjectives are opinion, size, age, shape, color, origin, material, purpose, noun.
Okay.
So,
Ancient psychic tandem war elephant.
but ancient should be age.
That is age.
Yeah, but that's the third thing on the list. So would
Okay, what's the first thing?
opinion, size, age, shape, color, origin, material, purpose,
Okay, so
and then noun.
war is the purpose. That should be last then.
Yeah, war elephant I'm fine with.
Psychic is... Where would psychic fit?
See, I think psychic would be opinion.
Why would that be an opinion? Isn't that an attribute?
Well, it's opinion, size, age, shape, color, origin, material, purpose. So ancient psychic would be shape. Psychic tandem, I guess, would both be kind of shape.
Shape. Tandem is shape. Ancient tandem psychic war elephant?
Yeah. Well, anyway, so the point is, it's opinion, size, age, shape, color, origin, material, purpose, followed by the noun. I'm not saying it breaks that rule, but I think that's what's stopping me up. It feels like it's breaking that rule.
Okay, I mean, I understand what you're saying. I'm just not sure what order to put them in that would
Oh,
make
I don't.
it easier.
It's yeah.
Have you
there probably
have you
isn't-
experimented?
Yes, and it's probably there is no order. I think they're just awkward words in a sequence, and it just sounds that way. Oh, I keep hitting the mic, and it just keeps sounding that way to me. I just wanted to explain it because I couldn't put it into words when we were talking about it last time, and then I ran into that. I'm like, oh, that's exactly it. It sounds like it's in the wrong order. Gray old instead of old gray.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. All right. So the Lich's goal is to reach the well of power, his well of power, and when he gets there, he shoots up this cloud of like green, ghostly faces and stuff that totally looks like the Mushroom War cloud.
yes.
So I guess I'm not sure that it's ever really stated explicitly that the Lich caused the Mushroom War, the Lich started the Mushroom War, but from that sort of thing, it seems to indicate it.
Yeah, I
to
don't
me.
know about explicitly, but I think it's so heavily implied that it's
Yeah.
true.
Or maybe the Mushroom War unleashed the Lich somehow.
No, because I think the idea, and this goes back to my whole Mahabharata thing, is that the Lich is like the force of the chaos force, like the chaos comet. So he just keeps returning,
Right.
like the whole heroes being reborn and the villains being reborn. So this is just his rebirth into this world to just try to destroy it.
So is the Lich actually the embodiment of one of the comets? Because I know that there at some point it's implied that Finn also is.
I think all of them. It's like
Because there are
not to keep going back to Mahabharata, but I think it's like the Pandavas and the Kauravas. I'm not sure about that second name, but I think that's just they're reborn, like the four principal slime, blah blah blah, slime, candy,
slime,
flame,
candy, flame, and ice.
ice. They keep getting reborn into like different aspects, and this is just the aspect that we know right now. And I think a Lich is the same thing. A Lich is just like the destructive aspect that keeps getting reborn.
Okay.
Finn is the creator aspect or the warrior aspect.
Okay,
Yeah,
Or the
he's
preserver.
Arjuna.
He's the preserver.
Yeah, he's Arjuna. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Is he Arjuna?
Yeah.
All right.
Jake is probably Bhishma.
Yeah.
And the Ice King is just not some jerk.
dropping
He's
it.
one of the
The Ice King-
Rakshasas.
the Ice
No,
King's
he's
dropping it.
he's Hanuman, the Monkey King.
Does Hanuman show up in the Mahabharata? Oh, really?
Yeah,
I don't remember that. I mean,
was
I'm not
Arjun
surprised.
or one of his brothers like goes off and like starts hanging out somewhere and he runs into. So yeah, opening things. It depends on which one you read. There's not a lot of there's not a ton of English translation. So there's the
I've never read it. It's huge.
it's
too big to read.
There's the too big to read one is fucking huge, and I read most of that. I mean, kind of skipped over what I will call the begots. Like, there's a whole bunch of I don't actually need to read this.
Right.
But there's a really good, the one on Audible. I forget the name of it, but it's like this hyper condensed. It's only like 24 hours, 25 hours of audio.
Oh, wow.
And that's just the plot. And I think that one might have the Hanuman, but then there's another one that's like the kind of standard English truncated version where it's like just the major stories told in a kind of somewhat modern, modern to probably 1800s, 1900s English. And that one's super long, but it's not like the direct translation long, which is just, I mean, it's like 3 million words or something. It's fucking massive.
It's
Anyway,
Okay, so
the will, the well of power, Finn confronts him, the
And-
Lich,
yeah.
and breaks the gauntlet. The gauntlet gets destroyed. But
yeah, like right
nothing.
away. Like
Yeah.
he doesn't even get to use it on the Lich. Like it just gets crushed. And it's, I mean, the fact that like they fit this whole scene into like a 12-minute episode, so there's not a lot of time for things to develop a lot. But
Yeah.
like the gauntlet being this, basically the key to stopping the Lich, and then it's just gone right away. Like it's so bleak. Like it looks bad. Like Finn is a 13-year-old kid in a pink sweater going up against this primordial force of undead evil that's trying to like destroy all life. And all he's got is like a magic dog who can't do anything.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good though.
Yeah,
Better than not having a magic dog.
that's true. That's true. So that's where we discover that the power of liking someone a whole lot can be used to defeat the Lich.
Yeah, which I enjoyed, him taking his sweater off and then feeding it through the Lich's skull
Oh my god,
head,
it was such
and
a
just pulling his
great-
head hard up. to
Oh god,
explode.
I loved
Yeah.
that. I loved that so much. And it was, it's such a satisfying defeat, even though we know it's not permanent.
Yeah, it's not even, it's
but it's It's definitely a start. And it's just so great because like the Lich is just laughing, like Finn isn't gonna be able to do anything. But then pop.
Yeah. And then
Crunch.
the Ice King drops Princess Bubblegum into a vat of evil.
Into the well.
Yeah.
It's a cliffhanger. It's a horrible cliffhanger. Like you see PB sinking into the green ooze
Yeah.
and
The Secret of the Ooze.
then
That's the second Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
and then it's over.
It is.
I have to, so like my favorite line in this. The Lich King gets most of the good lines in this, but my favorite line is where the Lich King or the Ice King has Princess Bubblegum, and they're sort of up at top above the subway station where the Well of Power is, and the Ice King is talking about how scary it looks, and he's like, "Well, holes are holes," and he just flies right in.
Yes, that was
Like,
fun.
that's so gross.
My line I enjoyed is this is our first Fate of the World type deal.
Oh yeah,
which is fun.
Yeah. Which is great, and it's true. I mean, it's this episode really bumps up the scope, really bumps up the scale.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Let's do a segment.
All right. Hey, Alex,
Hi, Eric.
would you like to exchange shiny rocks?
Oh, I would. I have a list here for all of you Scrabble players out there,
Ooh.
myself being one of them. These are high point words that are obscure and hard to use.
Okay.
So I'm just going to bang out a few of them.
What letter do most of them start with?
It switches around.
Okay.
So the first one is Dhikr.
Deeker.
Yes. Which is, guess these if you know any.
Okay.
That's a Sufi religious ceremony.
Okay.
Pakzi. Pazzi. P-A-C-Z-K-I. That could be pronounced anyway.
That looks
that's some
that sounds Polish.
Yeah. That is a round donut.
Oh.
This one you know. Schwitz.
Schwitz.
Yeah.
I don't know if I.
A schwitz is a sweating. It's Yiddish.
Okay.
Rustistid. R-U-D-I-S-T-I-D.
R-U-D-S.
R-U-D-I-S-T-I-D.
Rudisted?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
It's a cone-shaped extinct mollusk.
Oh.
Here's another one for the Jews out there. Mikvah.
Mikvah.
Yeah. As a place of ritual bathing.
Oh, cool.
Dhyana.
Dhyana?
D-H-Y-A-N-A. Dhyana.
Oh, I've heard that one before.
Yeah. It's
I don't know.
it's a type of Hindu meditation.
Okay.
Let's see. Are there any other fun ones here? Ooh. Just because I have no idea how to pronounce this. O-U-G-I-Y-A.
Ugia?
Ugia. That's the monetary unit of Mauritania, a place I've never heard of.
Mauritania.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been wanting to go there.
So those are some good Scrabble words. Here's one of my favorites. CWM is a valid Scrabble word. Don't know what it means, but it's a good one because they're shitty vowels. Actually, let's look it up. What it means. That is a steeped hollow at the head of a valley or mountainside.
It sounds Welsh.
Yeah, I was going to say it's Wales. Eric, do you have any shiny rocks?
I do have some shiny rocks. So I usually don't share shiny rocks, but I started reading this book, A History of Istanbul by Bettany Hughes.
Wait, not Constantinople?
Oh, I've gotten past the constant.
Oh, it's probably nobody's opinion but the Turks.
Well, I mean, Bettany Hughes has an opinion.
Istanbul.
Yes. Everybody, yeah. This is an old joke.
It's not an old joke. They Might Be Giant
You
song.
just dug up a dead horse.
No, it's a They Might Be Giant song. There's a joke.
Let me talk about my shiny rocks.
Yes, I know. Istanbul or Constantinople.
Yes. Anyhow, she's got a great vocabulary and used lots of. I honestly like. I'm reading it on my e-reader, so it's really easy to look words up.
Yeah.
But every time I come across one, I'm like, all right, I'm saving this. This is going to be a shiny rock.
How many do you have?
I have 4. One of which I know you will know.
Okay, so I have a chance of getting 3 right. That I'm gonna bet I miss 1.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah. Oh, I'm ready.
All right. First, littoral.
Littoral. Is,
Littoral.
It's like relating to like the liturgy. Like
No.
Is that not littoral?
No, it's not. It's
related
not.
to the law?
No.
Oh, okay.
You're way off.
Oh,
You're getting further away.
Okay, no. What is it?
It's pertaining to the seashore or inhabiting the shore.
Ooh, I didn't know that one at all.
There is a
I'm going to get none of these.
littoral fishing village, or
Oh, you know what?
the starfish is
Fuck,
a littoral creature.
I never would have gotten it, but now that you say it, I have heard that word before.
Yeah, I think I'd heard it before too, but I
Never, yeah, no.
was sort of like, what the fuck is
Maybe
that?
after half an hour of guessing.
Okay, you ready for the next one?
Yeah. Now I'm sad. I'm going to get all these wrong. I'm going to look like an idiot.
Sfumato.
Sfumato?
Sfumato.
How do you spell that?
Sfumato.
SF?
Uh-huh. Sfumato. It probably comes from some old Italian language, like, Sforza.
Sfumato.
Sfumato.
Christ. All right. No, I don't. Man, these are good.
Sfumato is an adjective meaning having vague or misty outlines where the colors and shades are intermingled, and it's used in describing types of artwork frequently.
Sfumato.
Yes.
Well, I don't even think I've heard that word. Yeah.
You should read more books written by pop archaeologists, I guess.
Yeah, I'm good.
I think you might know this one.
Okay.
Stoa.
STOA? Mm-hmm. Stoa. Oh, I do know it. I've used that in Scrabble. Stoa. Is that a butthole? No, that's stoma.
You're a butthole.
Well, like there's a prostome and a protostome when you're in utero. Like one starts with one tube and one starts with a tube that goes all the way through. Like basically you grow from your asshole first to your mouth first.
Oh.
But that's not stoa.
I never really thought about this. Which came first, my asshole or my mouth?
I think humans are assholes first.
Oh, that makes sense. That seems to be how we live our whole life.
Oh, yeah. Nature versus nurture. Mm-hmm. Stoa. Fuck me.
It's an easy one. You're gonna kick yourself. You want me to tell you?
Yeah.
It's a roofed colonnade.
Oh, maybe I didn't know that one.
It's a roofed colonnade, and
I think I just knew that as a Scrabble word because I knew I could play that on the board, but no, I don't think I knew that definition.
So the Stoa is the Great Hall of Athens, where Zeno founded Stoicism. That's where Stoicism gets its name.
Oh fuck! Okay, then 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah, then,
you definitely have come
I knew
across
what that was 20-something years ago. Yeah.
Okay, and then finally,
This is horrible. I'm gonna kill myself.
no, it's okay. The last word you're gonna know.
Yeah, you said that about that last one.
No, I didn't. Well, I thought you might know it because of the Stoicism.
All right, fine.
Okay, the last word is quixotic.
Why would I know that word?
Well, why wouldn't you?
Because what am I, some kind of fucking guy that like tilts at windmills all
Yeah,
day?
like come on, tell us what the word means.
Yeah, it's from Don Quixote. It
It
means
is.
like tilting at windmills.
It's
A thing you can't
idealistic
accomplish.
and unrealistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think quixotic is one of those words that maybe that we can feel smart about knowing, but there might be some people, some listeners who haven't heard it before.
True.
Of those four, I think quixotic is probably the most.
Yes, and of those four, I definitely used Stella in Scrabble, but I did get Quixotic one time, and I lost the game because I was so close to playing Quixotic that I refused to play well. I just kept hoarding the letters. Oh
no.
I just wanted to play Quixotic.
Sometimes I feel like there are those moments in Scrabble where you have to go for the elegance of the game instead of just the points. And you should get extra points for being elegant.
Yeah. Like, especially if you can find like something that hangs off the other that makes it hilarious.
Yeah.
Like you got like
always love that.
like cock, and then like a pigeon, and then underneath you put like
balls.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just something just really really stupid. Here's a fun. I have to look it up. But do you know the longest word you can play in Scrabble, or the highest points? I mean.
Oh, I do not. I'm excited though. Aren't you kind of excited? There's so many shiny rocks for you to left for you to explore that you might not know.
This is very exciting for me. Damn it! Well, okay. So I wanted to find out what the word is, but if you play, oh yeah, there it is. So if you play, damn it! Oh, oxyphenbutazone.
Oxyphenbutazone?
Yeah, so you need to have 2 hanging tiles in the up and down 3 column. I guess horizontal 3 column will work as well. So it's basically there's a version of Scrabble where you play with the other person to try to make the largest combined score.
See, that sounds fun. Why don't we do that?
I don't know, I've never played that version. But if you play that, it's worth 1,778 points.
No way.
That one word. Because it's 3 triple word scores. I think the Z lands on a double or the Z might land on a triple. Yeah, it's a fucking monster. That one I've never seen played. The only thing I know about it is that's a thing.
It's possible.
Yeah. Mortal Recoil.
Mortal Recoil.
I like the part in this episode where there's that lady with the 3 boobs And then like the
Oh, yeah,
one
yeah.
lady goes 2 weeks.
I really
2
like.
weeks.
I like the other part. I like the part where I think it's Finn. He shoves that thing up his nose and he pulls out that giant glowing orb.
Yeah.
And then like his past self has a message for him that's
Yeah.
like, "Get your ass to Mars.
I like
Get
when-
your ass to Mars."
I like when Jake was revealed to have a Kawato growing out of him.
Yeah, that was real gross, but it kind of makes sense. Little mini Jermaine.
All right, so anybody not in their 40s, we're referencing a movie called Total Recall starring Arnold Schwarzenegger that came out in about 1986.
It's worth watching. Go watch it. You really should. I'm sure John and Alex Hate Stuff has an episode covering Total Recall.
I don't think we did Total Recall, to be honest.
You probably
We had
should.
it. We were gonna do a theme month of movies with remakes that like suck, or something along those lines. But we never, John and I don't ever get anything together. So
One of the things so this episode opens with a title card where your point of view is inside a grave and you're looking up out of a grave at like all these other characters sort of gathered around, which totally, if you're on the edge of your seat waiting to see what happens, it's sort of like, oh fuck, Princess Bubblegum is dead.
Yeah.
And this is about her funeral. Like, what's going on? But she's not dead. The episode starts with Dr. Ice Cream and Nurse Poundcake like wheeling her into the infirmary hospital in the Candy Kingdom.
she has her diagnosis that she's totally gross over 90% of her body.
And the other 10% is crazy nasty. And she looks kind of gross.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they like hook her up to some sort of machine. Like, does Bubblegum have a heartbeat? Like, what are they going to be measuring?
Well, they were measuring her sugar levels. So,
I guess,
yeah.
except that the numbers on the screen were pi.
Well,
It said 3.14159, blah, 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 blah.
yeah,
It
but
was
pie is made out of sugar.
Oh, shit. Good point.
Yeah.
Okay. This is science.
Yeah.
I think Peebs would be behind this.
3.14 reversed, it spells pi. The 4 is the P, the 1 is the I, and the 3 is an E.
Yeah, it's true. It's
I just fucking blew your mind with that kind of fucking sacred
I don't even know.
geometry.
I don't even know what to say.
Exactly. I just solved like life, universe, and everything right there. Just
Oh
Eric is
man!
on the floor drooling now.
This is the end. This is the end of everything. Yeah. So this is like just following right on the heels of the last episode, and Peebs is in trouble.
Indeed. Yeah. So they kind of recover her a little bit. I have a note saying Ice King is old.
Ice King is old.
No, but I mean, is that a point in this episode?
Yes,
Why
yes.
Why was that?
There's a point at which he is in the room where P-Butts is being operated. PB is being operated on, and he makes some comment about it. He's like, "It's not like I'm old or something," and everybody sort of stops and looks at him. And one of the princesses is like, "But you are old," and everybody's like, "Yeah, you're really old," and he then sort of is like, "Oh my God, I'm old," and he leaves.
Yeah.
That's
Dummy.
yeah. But we do learn that Princess Bubblegum is possessed, and there's a few real obvious things. I mean, as a viewer, she's a different color. Like her eyes have a little weird green glow.
She's going into weird contortionist,
Weird
broken
contortion
arms.
that are
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
there's so many things in here that are like references to The Exorcist, which I just really love. And then Peppermint Butler reacts to her like
That was great.
like a cat.
Yeah,
where he
just
hisses,
jumps back and hisses
and he
at her,
just
yeah.
runs away. And
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like,
really
yes, go pet butt. And then there's also I don't know about this one. So when Princess Bubblegum like sets everything on fire, and Jake goes running out of the room, he's yelling, "Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!" Don't they usually yell, "Oh my glob"?
Well, Glob's dead.
Not yet. Glob is still alive.
Yeah, I shouldn't be watching later episodes. I just got my shit all confused.
Yeah, Glob is still alive. But is it Glob, Gob, and Grob? Is Gob one
It's
of the...
Glob, Golb, and
Grob?
I don't remember.
I can't remember either. But Gob, I think, is the super evil, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either. Anyhow...
Comes later. It doesn't matter.
One of my favorite plot points or like sort of ongoing things in this is the revelation of Wizard Eyes, like how Wizard Eyes work.
Oh yeah, like basically he's just tripping face.
It's just constantly tripping. He's
Yeah.
like, I saw this. Ice King reveals that he knows that Princess Bubblegum is possessed. He's like, yeah, I saw this thing move into her, but I've got wizard eyes. You can't tell what's real and what's going on.
Yeah.
And it shows the world from his point of view, and it's just a hallucination.
It also explains a theory that I've had about Ice King a little bit, or like the metaphor for Ice King. If you've ever met like a truly burnt out hippie, like boomer that's done way too much acid,
Oh yeah.
very Ice King.
Yeah.
Like, especially now that they're like old and grumpy and like sort of Republican, but still think they're on like the winning side. Like,
Yeah, they're just hallucinating.
yeah,
constantly.
60 years ago I was for black rights, but now they've gotten a little bit out of control. Like that kind of
Yeah.
I was at Woodstock. Yeah, that's very much Ice King.
That's a really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's totally. Yeah.
He still only listens to like Creedence Clearwater Revival.
So I was really happy when Dr. Princess showed up again. I think she might be my favorite Adventure Time character now.
Dr. Princess is pretty delightful.
I'm gonna start shipping Dr. Princess and Peppermint Butler.
Yeah, all right, I'm into it.
Okay,
You have my blessings.
All right, thanks.
See how easy that is, Finn?
Yeah. See, Finn, all you have to do is like ask.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Piece of shit. Fuck Finn.
And then there's a point at which so finally they actually get Ice King to help. So Princess Bubblegum goes super nuts, starts just rampaging and
Yeah, she starts chugging like gasoline and other
just
horrible
awful
things.
stuff. And they actually get Ice King to help, and he does. Like this is the first time that Ice King is actually helpful and kind of on the good guy's side.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that he ever really is entirely on the good guy's side because he's a fucking lunatic, but he does help. He does truly have no, I don't know. I was going to say something about how, Ice King really does have feelings for Princess Bubblegum, but does he? Like, I don't think so. I think he's fucking insane.
I mean, is horny a feeling?
Horny is a feeling.
Okay, he's got feelings for her.
He's horny for Bubblegum.
Yeah.
So's Finn.
Yeah.
Everybody's horny for Bubblegum.
Yeah, exactly. You ever smell bubblegum? Shit smells great.
I know what... Okay, this is a little bit of an aside. Not that we've ever done this before.
No, never.
Where does the smell for bubblegum come from?
Oh, god damn it. I actually looked this up one time. There was shit.
We need to know.
Oh, god.
Look it up right now.
There's a reason it's pink, too. I looked this up one time
Wait,
because
why
I had
is
the
it
same
pink?
question. It's the artificial... what is bubblegum, please?
What is bubblegum? What is bubblegum? Who is bubblegum?
Okay.
Who is bubblegum? I'm going to keep talking about this because this is a question that this episode tries to answer because so Princess Bubblegum goes berserk and she's possessed and she turns into this giant black hairy monster and goes rampaging through the Candy Kingdom and gets into a fight with the Gumball Guardians and isn't able to just immediately take them out, which I think is a testament to the Gumball Guardians' power. Ice King freezes her, she falls over and shatters, and they salvage what bubblegum they can from the remains and are able to somehow recreate Princess Bubblegum from her shattered pieces.
Yes.
Which does sort of beg the question, who is Bubblegum? And not just what is.
I mean, she's sentient gum. She's the avatar of candy.
She's the avatar of candy and she's sentient gum, but does that mean that she could be reconstituted from any small part of gum?
I think any small part of herself. I think she's like I think she's a Wolverine.
She's a Wolverine.
Yeah, she's like like Logan is what I mean.
Yeah, I mean because one of the things that happens is when she comes back, they announce that like now they only were able to save enough bubblegum that she's 13 years old.
Yeah, and they animated Finn getting a boner, which was kind of amazing.
Wait,
Yeah.
what? Finn got a boner?
No, I was just being an idiot.
Jesus.
You ever see that scene in the original Little Mermaid where they're on the boat and her and Eric are getting married? The priest gets a hard on for like a good amount of time.
Really?
Yeah. No, he's just like totally erect. It was, we watched it when we were like in high school. They did a re-release and we went just for the boner scene.
That reminds me of you ever see Monty Python's Meaning of Life?
I very much have.
At the beginning, during the Every Sperm is Sacred song, one of the lady dancers isn't wearing any underpants.
Oh, is that true?
And my brother was just so obsessed with that. He'd always pause and like move the VHS tape back and forward until he'd be like, look, she's not wearing underpants. And it's like, that's great, Nick.
All right, so bubblegum flavor is just kind of a combination of fruit flavor. So there wasn't a good story behind that. The reason it's pink, because the original recipe is like a dingy gray color.
Yeah.
So the guy doing it added a red dye that got diluted to pink because it was the only one he had.
Oh.
So literally it's that color because one
And
guy.
what about the smell then?
I think the smell is just a combination of synthetic fruit flavors.
Because it's so weird. Like, we all know what the bubblegum smell is.
Yeah.
Huh.
But chicle is the natural rubber that it started with.
Chicle.
But most of it's synthetic.
Is that where we
gum-based
get
material.
chiclets?
That is where we get chiclets. Yeah.
Oh, man.
There's the story of bubblegum.
Okay, it's not as interesting as the story of Princess Bubblegum.
No. Oh, but by the way, with Princess Bubblegum, I did find it fun because talk about like ethicality of sex in this universe. Everybody wants to fuck this underage kid Finn. Here's a person showing ethics. Ice King has only been interested in PB to try to kidnap her and marry her. They say, PB is 13 now. He goes, that's it. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Because he has ethics. He says, nope, too young.
He does.
He's like the only person
He
that
has
shows-
a code.
Yeah, the second worst
He's
villain of the show.
He's literally showing us that there is a good side to him. Like, he helps, and then he shows that he has a code of some sort.
Yes. Well, I mean, maybe not a good side, but a less, not as bad as it should be. Given that
Yeah.
everybody else is like weird, like statutory people.
Yeah, everybody wants to hump Finn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the episode, we dolly in on the creepy snail with the Lich eye, saying like,
Yeah,
"Baby,
like he's
the
still
Lich is
freaking
still
there.
around." Yeah.
So, which is terrifying foreshadowing, right? Because the Lich does return, and the Lich does continue causing problems, and the Lich continues to be just a terrifying presence. So when they made this episode, though, they thought it might be the end of the series, and it was going to be the series finale.
Oh, for real?
So they made this episode before it got renewed for a third season.
Oh, that's surprising. I guess I guess I didn't got popular. That's what we were discussing in a very early episode, that we don't know like the history of when the show got popular, because it became like a massive hit after a while. I guess so. I guess season 3 at minimum, because season 1 and 2 it wasn't quite.
Yeah.
'Cause it got meteoric. I mean, everybody had Finn and Jake toys, etc.
Oh yeah. Oh man, there was I saw a young lady at Soak who had like an Adventure Time dress. It was just a dress covered in Adventure Time stuff.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was kind of cool.
Hey, speaking of that has nothing to do with it, but Soak reminded me. Here's another good Scrabble word for you.
Okay.
Souk, like SOOK, like an Indian bazaar.
Oh yeah,
or
or
like
SOUK.
Yeah, but no, but it can also be
SOOK.
SUQ.
Souk. Really?
Yeah. So it's not a Q without a U. So its usability in Scrabble isn't that great.
Wait,
but
so you're saying? I thought you said it was just SUQ. Oh, but the U and the Q are in the wrong order.
in the wrong order. So
Okay.
it doesn't solve the thing with Scrabble is finding a way to use Q without the letter U.
Yeah.
But SUQ is a nice 3-letter Scrabble word.
That is
Yeah.
okay. I'll remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Okay. So let's. I don't have anything else on Mortal Coil.
Yeah, I
Fun
mean, I'll
episode.
say, Melinda Hill returns as Dr. Princess. Isabella Akers plays young Princess Bubblegum. I love this episode. I think it's a
Yep.
really amazing one. I think
It's
the character development of the Ice King is great. The whole thing with Princess Bubblegum turning 13 is great. Like,
I am my main thing about this is it had to be network interference that this wasn't the last episode aired.
yeah.
This is bananas. This is such a last episode of the season
Oh,
episode.
it's an epic episode.
And, I mean, unless the network went, no, we can't end on such a fucking weird,
Yeah, I
sort
mean,
of down
that
note.
would be my thought. Is like these Lich episodes are so dark and so heavy. Like, there's so much crazy weird ass shit going on, and each of them is like there's so much stuff shoved into like 12 minutes of episode.
Yeah.
I could see the network being like, no. You have to end on a high note.
Yeah.
So why don't you have some ghosts try to murder the main characters?
So I'm looking forward very much to having season 3 start. I haven't seen
me
season
too.
3 in a long ass time.
Same here.
Eric,
Yes.
who won this episode? I remembered.
Well, I think that we're really. I think that there are 3 characters who are really strong contenders.
All right.
First, Peppermint Butler
Okay.
for his cat hiss.
Yep.
Second, the snail,
Yep.
who is almost literally like, we define that sort of like the winner of the episode as like a background character that we enjoyed the most.
Yes.
And the snail is the epitome of background character.
Yeah,
like
he's the
constantly,
ultimate background.
yeah, like the snail, like up until Mortal Folly, there was no sense that the snail was ever important. The snail was always just an Easter egg that you're, and now all of a sudden, the snail has unleashed horrible evil. So I think the snail has a pretty strong chance. But my vote's gonna go to Dr. Princess. I'm always gonna vote for Dr. Princess.
Strong guess. Strong guess.
Well, how about you? You know, there was that bird that didn't look like a crow but sounded like a crow.
That bird was pretty awesome. Here's the thing. I would be hard pressed to not say Peppermint Butler
Yeah,
because he hisses like a cat.
I would change my vote. I'm cool with Peppermint Butler winning the episode.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have to pick. You know, it doesn't. We don't have to be of consensus, but I feel like we both have good choices.
Yeah. Who are some of your other ones?
I was thinking about what's the other doctor's name?
Dr. Ice Cream?
Yeah, Dr. Ice Cream. Because I think PB starts eating her at one point.
Yeah.
Which is really fun. And then I had another one. Those are the two I can remember. I had another one in mind too, but I can't think of it. The fuck was
So
it?
Pep Butt? Do you think Pep Butt?
Yeah, I'm going Pep Butt.
All right, Pep Butt. Pep Butt wins.
Eric, let's do another segment.
Okay.
I hear that you come prepped with one.
Oh my God, I have.
Your God.
Oh my God. I have what I think is going to be a fan favorite segment that I'm going to be calling
Fantastic.
Vogon Versus
All right.
Horrible Poetry.
Okay.
Horrible found poetry. So, my friend Greg Traw, who's a local artist, found this book of. It's called A Special Collection of Original Eastern Star Verses by Warren H. Smith, book number 6.
Wow.
Oh my God, that's terrifying. There's 6 of these.
Can you explain what the Order of the Eastern Star is?
Yeah, the Order of the Eastern Star is a kind of women's auxiliary to Freemasonry. It is made up of Masons and their female relatives or wives, and it's kind of dorky, but it's dorky. Anyhow, these poems, though, the fact that this is book 6 of these,
Fuck yeah.
I can't even imagine.
Wait, can I do the first one? I'm the poet here.
Would you? Okay, here. I would like you to read this one.
Oh, do you have one picked out?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't want to steal it from you. I thought we were just
No.
picking randomly.
I just want this poem read.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Good advice.
Yeah.
Don't read all the way to the end. Just read through it. No, I mean read all the way to the end, but don't read all the way to the end first. I want to hear your reaction as you.
Oh,
get there.
just read it aloud.
Just read it
Okay.
aloud. Read it aloud.
Good advice. It's nice to be important. It's also important to be nice. For we pass through this life only once, never twice. Love your sisters and brothers, and very cordially greet them. Keep your words sweet and tender, for tomorrow you may eat them. Wow.
What are you eating?
Your words. It's
Okay.
a bad pun.
It's
you're
a
gonna eat
bad
your
pun,
words.
but it's just like
No, it's terrible.
It's a terrible poem. It's so
oh
terrible.
my god. No, it's really bad. All right, let's
just
pick
flip
another
to
one.
another one. You're not going to find a good one. I have not found a good one in there.
My first meeting. Do you know why some have... So some of the poems have 2 stars around their title, and some don't.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
My first meeting. Tonight I hold the gavel and conduct my very first meeting. I'm standing in the east tonight, and all of you I'm greeting. And if you hear a sound tonight, and the podium is rocking, the sound you hear, both far and near, is my knees a-knocking. And if I cannot say a word, my face is really shocking. Sisters and brothers, the reason is because my jaws are locking. But don't worry, I'll be all right, and soon I'll do some traveling. Then in a meeting or 2, or maybe 3, past matrons I'll be gaveling. Grrr. I wonder what gaveling means, like,
Oh boy.
All right, I'm going to read one more, and then I want you to read one.
Okay.
Heck to pay.
Oh, fuck.
Yep. Out with the old, in with the new. In Eastern Star, that never is true. Without the help of those that are past, there never would be an all-star cast. Tonight at this meeting, I have this to say. Without your help, there'd be heck to pay.
That is so bad.
It's some of the worst poetry I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Eric, please,
So this
please.
is just.
I would love to hear
and
your
this
rendition.
is book number 6. I'm just like, ugh.
I guess they got all the good poetry out in the first 5.
Yeah, probably.
That they call that the wait. I don't know if this should make sense, but that's their Septuagint.
Okay. Here's one, and my apology. Ooh.
Don't apologize. No, never apologize.
All right. Here we go. This one's called "Smoke 'Em Out," but is E''M.
There's a lot of apostrophe use. I didn't point those out earlier, but yeah.
Smoke 'em out.
Okay.
The refreshment committee has been dismissed, preparing those goodies we can't resist. But the refreshments tonight may have bought the farm. Sisters and brothers, there goes the smoke alarm.
Is that the whole thing?
Yes.
I just came up with a game though. All right, you're gonna go first.
Okay.
So find one. I think they're all in the same rhyming couplet. Get you a rhyme couplet, then I have to guess what the end of the rhyme is.
Okay, I've got one. This is one of the poems that I looked at earlier
Okay.
that I wanted to read because it's so bad. Oh God, there's so many. There's so many bad ones.
Well, just let me guess them.
Okay.
I'm on it.
Time to release the gourmet crew. Will it be Jello cookies
Time to release the gourmet crew will be Jello's cookies or Dete, that is crew.
or Irish stew?
Okay.
We don't know, but we will find out soon when we get to
The blood moon.
the refreshment room.
Okay.
Hey, those don't rhyme. Soon and room do not rhyme. Go now during this interlude and prepare to feed this.
One more time.
Go now during this interlude and prepare to feed this
Person nearly dead from Quaaludes.
multitude.
Oh, I was close.
All right, this one is really, really awful.
Okay, please. I'm
It's
gonna get
mostly-
all of them right.
Mostly very short words. A worthy patron must dress the part. Sometimes a tux is not too.
That's smart. I can't think of a funny
smart.
answer. Yeah.
Especially if the weather's hot. You soon look wilted and gone.
The weather's hot. You soon look wilted and like some worn out tot. Or thought. T-H-O-T. I don't know.
That looks better.
It'd be good in text. I didn't know how to say that.
Gone to pot.
Yeah. No, I know.
Sometimes it's hard just to survive. Breathe enough air to.
Wait, sometimes it's hard to survive. Breathe enough air so your skin doesn't erupt and hive.
To stay alive.
Oh, that's close. Okay.
It's a consuming conflagration. The answer?
Constipation.
Suspended animation.
Oh
my
damn,
God.
That was close.
This was better. I feel like.
Wait, is that actually suspended?
Yes, it's suspended animation.
Oh my God, wait, reread it because I thought
I'm
I
just
knew their
gonna-
terrible line.
No, I'm gonna read the whole poem now.
Wait, no, just the last line because I
Okay.
want to fill that in first.
It's a consuming conflagration. The answer?
Congregation was what I thought it was because this is all about like fucking
Right.
gathering
I know, but
together.
it's not.
No, I know.
The answer is suspended animation.
I literally thought even their shittiness I couldn't predict. Please read the poem in its entirety.
Okay.
We want to give these people all the credit in the
Hold
world.
on. Let me. I have to wet my whistle here.
Yes. By the way, people at home, here's a little fun grammatical fact. When you wet your whistle, you are W-H-E-T your whistle.
Yes.
It's like a whetstone to sharpen your taste.
Right. I'm sharpening my chords
Yes.
here. A worthy patron must dress the part. Sometimes the tux is not too smart, especially if the weather's hot. You soon look wilted and gone to pot. Sometimes it's hard just to survive. Breathe enough air to stay alive. It's a consuming conflagration. The answer? Suspended animation.
That's the dumbest thing ever. Here, give me that book. All right, you're going to guess, and then we're going to end the episode. Okay. Eric,
Yes.
I would like you to finish the rhymes in the
Okay.
poem, The Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, shit. It's named after the tarot card?
Like probably the Pat Sajak program.
Oh, okay.
Our Wheel of Fortune has spun its last. Wrong its. We are the winner with an...
Obvious repast.
Perfect. All-star cast. We don't have Vanna. Oh my God, it's actually about the Wheel of
Oh
Fortune.
my God, are you kidding?
Oh my fuck. Okay. Sorry. We don't have Vanna, the letters to turn. Our beautiful prizes.
We must earn.
Oh, yeah, pretty much for us to earn. But our year has spun by and we are the winner 1 year ago, we were just...
Dinner.
Oh, a beginner.
Oh.
But yeah, I like dinner better. Now it's all over. A time to retire. A new corps of officers.
Soon erect the spire.
Very close. Our
Oh.
chapter must hire.
Oh.
Okay, we're going to read one more, and then we're going to stop making fun of these people.
Okay. It's just one person.
Oh, is this... Oh.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
This is all by one guy. Can't you tell?
This is going to be terrible. So, I wonder, do we want to have you guess this, or is the original going to be bad enough?
Oh, just read the original.
Okay.
It's never going to be.
Mona Lisa.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's yeah, exactly.
No. God.
Mona Lisa had a smile. You do also. That's your style. It lights up our chapter.
Is that a come on line?
Yeah. It lights up our chapter from our escort line. Makes the sun shine in and everything fine. You are officially invited to our next meeting. Just bring to us your smile of greeting. It's beautiful. Wait, okay, wait, I'm kind of obsessed. There's got to be another horrible
No.
one
I
in
feel
here.
we have to end there. We have to end there because we have to tell our listeners. You are invited to our next episode with your ears of listening.
I'm
right?
listening.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
I'm just trying to find our
You
closing
can find
Vespers.
the WizBiz podcast on every major podcasting platform. You can find us online at whizbizpodcast.com. We are also active on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch, all at WizBiz Podcast. And since you're listening to this, you've probably already been enjoying our podcast, so subscribe if you haven't already, and tell your Adventure Time loving friends about this podcast, and tell
Please.
them to just check out one episode. I feel like this was a really good episode, so please send them to this one.
Send in this one. In fact, they have a reserved seat for this one.
Oh boy, and finally.
Reserved seat.
Oh no.
Tonight you sit in a seat that's reserved.
In a seat
we
that's
want
shit.
your body to be preserved.
No!
For you-
Suspended animation again?
Yeah, this is fucking weird shit. This is like Claude Royale. For you need your strength for your return home. So catch a few winks till the next time you roam. That is a reading from a garbage heap of bullshit that Eric brought. And Eric, thank you very much because that was delightful.
Oh man. Yeah, so that was our segment Vogon Poetry.
Exactly. We'll catch you on the flip-flop. Goodbye.
Auf Wiedersehen, meine Champions. Mwah. Mwah.